zero trust core principles. This is something that the diagram, something that the Open Group has put together. So it's it's an industry open source body, and you can see here that it's not zero trust. Again, is in the same way the DevOps and DevSecOps is not just around technology, but you have controls, you have organizational values and risks, you have processes and procedures as well. I'm not going to go into it in a huge amount of detail. But Microsoft have taken those principles and have distilled them down into a sort of number of key principles for Microsoft. So the first is about verifying explicitly. So always validate all available data points, including user identity and location, device health, service or workload context, data classification and anomalies. So verify everything that gets done. If someone is asking to use admin credentials, verify that they are who they say they are. If someone wants to exfiltrate data, verify who they say they are and get them to request permissions to actually exfiltrate that data. Bring your own devices. Bring your own devices is fine, but you need to lock them down. You need to understand how secure that device is. Use least privilege access. So in a similar way around verifying users, only give people elevated permissions when they need them to. So you make use of things like just in time and just enough access as well. The bottom one there, data protection against out of band vectors. So most applications and integrations have an expected data flow. If you start seeing data flowing in a different way, then that's something you need to capture and stop. And the other thing is assume breaches. So assume that at some point a system is going to be exploited. In which case, how do you limit the impact of that? So segmenting access by network, users, devices, and app awareness, encrypting all sessions end to end, and using analytics so you can actually tell when something has been breached as well. So these are all zero trust principles, and they flow down into a sort of a DevSecOps approach.